Hey ladies and gentlemen, what's up? It's the Black John, but today I'm going to be bringing you a Destiny Curse of the Osiris details video. I'm going to tell you guys a little bit about the DLC, just really quick, just the important shit. We don't care about certain things, like obviously we're going to get to play on Mercury, obviously the lighthouse is going to be there. It's going to be a social space, like that little area, the lighthouse where you can pick up shit, and then you're going to get the rest of Mercury to run around, do patrols, lost sectors, all that cool shit. But what we're going to be focusing on today is the raid content that they're going to be adding, any new specific game modes, or anything else like that. Obviously, the PS4 players, if you're watching this on PS4, you guys get exclusive maps, you guys might get an exclusive exotic, something like that. But as far as everybody in general goes, all that's going to happen is they're just going to add in Mercury, alright? You're going to be playing on Mercury, there's going to be more campaign missions, and a little bit more story to elaborate. Destiny 2 seems like it's holding back a lot of its content, and it looks like it's just going to seep out very slowly, just like it did in Destiny 1. Not the best thing for games, so if Destiny 2 goes the same path that Destiny 1 took, you guys probably don't want to get the game or buy any of the DLCs until a year after, because then they're just going to combine all of it and finally release the full game for like $60. But oh well, that's rough. I don't know why Destiny does this, but they just want to alienate their fans, but it's fine. I'm still playing the game, and that's all that matters, right? Okay, so what they're adding in, guys, is basically once you go to Mercury, you can do lost sectors, patrols. I think they're going to add in a Mercury set. You can talk to your boy, whatever that guy is, the guy who sells you boons at the reef from Destiny 1. I forgot his name. I could care less. But anyway, basically what we're going to do is the Vex are, what they have is, you know the big triangle pyramid, the thing that's on the screen right now. That thing is basically a Vex time, like it's called Infinite Forest, but basically it's like a Vex time simulator thing. So the Vex go in there and then they simulate different times and areas of things, and then they look for stuff, you know. I don't know what they're looking for, the full thing hasn't been released. And the space wizard named Osiris, you know, Osiris, OG niggas know who that is. We heard so much about him in Destiny 1, but this whole raid is Vex, basically. And then Osiris is basically trying to stop the Vex from finding what they're looking for. And inside this Infinite Forest is like a random simulated like generator thing, and every time you go into it, you'll be in a new area, depending on what mission or what strike or whatever gay shit you're doing at the time. And what's cool about it is, apparently they said new raid content. On the stream, it looks like they said that in addition to all the new shit that Bungie's going to be showing off, that they showed off in the thing, what they're adding in this new expansion is something called a raid layer. It's some sort of new activity that you're able to do. I hope it's an activity and not full raid content, because Destiny 1, you got a full new raid. It was super fun. Crota was awesome once you got that DLC, you know what I'm saying, in the back pocket. But the problem here is that it looks like they're going to be adding in something called a raid layer, and like I said, the Infinite Forest is going to be the place where you access it or something like that. And what it's going to do is it's basically going to give you the Leviathan raid again, and this one's going to be called Devourer of the Worlds layer, and it adds new puzzles and new areas, new encounters and shit like that. Obviously new loot too, but you know, yeah, I don't know, I wasn't really sold on this. When I heard this shit, I was just like so turned off. I was like, I've been doing the Leviathan raid. By the way, if anybody needs help with a raid, or if you guys want me to make a raid video, leave a comment down below. I'll make a super easy, like, awesome guide. I feel like every time I go into a raid, I'm always like guiding everybody and making sure everybody knows what they're doing, and I'm very forgiving, and I think I'm pretty good in the raid. But yeah, if you guys need help with anything in the raid, or want to know how I do it and the best ways to do it, let me know in the comment section. I might share that knowledge with you guys. Anyway, back to the topic at hand. What they're going to be doing is basically refreshing the Leviathan raid, giving you new encounters, new areas, and a new boss at the very end. I'm assuming since it's the Infinite Forest, it takes you forward in time and backwards in time, and then the present time. That's why the Vex looks so different on Mercury. It's not the new Vex that we're going to be fighting in whatever Osiris shit that's coming up. That's going to be unlocked later in the DLC. But yeah, this is some gameplay, by the way, that I got from the live stream. Ain't nobody inviting me anywhere. So yeah, that's all that's happening. So from now on, if they ever release future raids, what they're going to have is that raid layer, and that's going to change every raid and give it different sections. Personally, my opinion on this, I think it's cool that they're adding new content, period. Destiny is dry, and it's getting to that point where I'll take anything. Raid layer, sure. Layer, sure. You know what I'm saying? Anything. I just want to keep playing the game. I'm not even playing it to justify it. I'm just playing it just because, I guess I'm bored. But one more thing I want to talk about before this video is over is that Destiny 2 has this really big issue that I had in Destiny 1, and just really briefly I want to touch on it. You guys, the video is pretty much done, but I just wanted to get this topic out of the way. So my issue with Destiny 1 was that Destiny 1, I bought the Crota DLC, and then I bought the House of Wolves, and after that I just stopped playing Destiny, just because like not because like I just didn't like the game or anything. It's just I didn't have time to play it anymore. So I was playing Destiny 1, and then I realized something. Every time I went to go like because one time my Crota DLC wasn't working and it wouldn't let me access the area, so I uninstalled it and I reinstalled it, and I was like, man, I don't want to uninstall, it's gonna take too long. And then I did it, and it took me a couple seconds to uninstall and reinstall, and I was like, how is that so? And I looked, and if you look at the memory, like how much memory like DLCs take and shit, usually it's a lot of memory, right? The season pass is a lot of memory. But in Destiny 2, for some reason, the what's it called? The DLC downloads are like a couple kilobytes, maybe like 20 megabytes or like 10 megabytes, something small and tiny. And I was like, why is that so? And turns out, then it hit me. It's hitting me like over the head what's happening. Destiny is basically cutting off their game. So basically what's going on is you're getting access to certain areas in the game, and you're not allowed to access the rest of the game. You're only allowed certain areas. And then once you give them money, what they do is they unlock the other areas for you to just go prance around in. You just basically, a wall is lifted. A door is opened for you that wasn't open before. So what's happening is they're cutting up the game, they're purposely dividing the game, and then they're leaving these areas just unable to be explored because, you know what I'm saying, they're hiding it from us. Every update they're sneaking in like sneak updates where they're updating the new DLC content without letting us have it, you know. So obviously they're in our face selling us like a game that's obviously chopped up, and I think that's wrong. Even though I like Destiny for what it is, I did pre-order the game. I got the 2 DLCs already in the bundle, so I'm not really too concerned. But like honestly, this is just, I personally, like, I don't mind what's happening, like them doing this, because it's just going to alienate the game. Yeah, maybe there won't be a Destiny 3, obviously, because Activision's license is running out on the game, and the Destiny 2 is rushed just so they can make a quick buck off it. But what's going on is they're just going to alienate their audience, and then Destiny 2 is going to be like, who's left? And then they're going to be like, oh, hardcore players are left. And they're going to give us all what we want, instead of the game being so casual. So I guess I'm kind of happy about it. But yeah, that's just effed up what they're doing. Even if you go to Destiny 2 right now, Destiny 2, I have 13 achievements out of 13. So, you know what I'm saying? Destiny 1 had like 56 achievements at the end of the game. So right now, they still haven't rolled out the rest of the achievements, which is effed up, you know? At launch, a game having 13 achievements. Come on, NBA 2K6 had 4 achievements, dog. 4! What? Whatever, but yeah, I think Destiny 2, they know what they're doing. They're very aware. They just want to know how long they're going to get away with it, and that's just however long you guys want them to. But that's the video, guys. Thank you. Hopefully you guys enjoyed everything. Got my rant out of the way, and yeah, thanks for watching.